Welcome, Saint Centered Sobriety. Um, Grab a chair, coffee, and zero proof beverage of your choice. Uh, Talk about a couple things today. Um, One, I would like to talk about, you know, acceptance. I don't accept, and especially accepting the things that can't change. Um, I have such a problem with that. And the reason I think I have a problem with that is because the stuff that perhaps when it changes, you know, maybe people that I'm around, and if not the people that I'm around, the way that they go about their life. Yeah, I know. It's like I'm trying to write their life, and it's crazy because I know, I know, but it's like they don't even want to try. You know, people don't want to try. First of all, I'm here by myself because um, I feel like uh, first I feel like I want more than the people that I'm around. I kind of look to everybody that I'm with as a potential level up, someone that could potentially help me level up, or we could potentially be tight, you know. People, and I can't force them to do anything. I do have one friend that wants to come and help me, but I would figure like the time is different, and I think I would have to get my shit together a little bit more because I said it was going to be a recovery based podcast, which it is a recovery based podcast. I mean, because I'm recovering, and the person that is on sometimes, most of the time, showing he's trying to recover. Not a great job at it, but he is. And I mean, today I was just in a group and we were talking about spiritual, I want to say spiritual insights, maybe, like willingness, preparation. I mean, I don't even think preparation was in there, but willingness, surrender, acceptance, tolerance. Well, yeah, I already said willingness, but we can start with the tolerance. You know, I don't really believe that it was the drugs for the tolerance. I think I had bad tolerance ever since I was able to. I don't know. I just because of the way I just didn't have time. I mean, I don't know. I kind of didn't really have time for people that were incompetent. And so I would look down on them. I look down on them people Uh, in the meantime, I needed to gain some tolerance to be able to deal with people. Um, I felt like I'm short tempered. This is before the drugs. Um, I would want to say the drugs actually. I don't know. I ain't gonna sit here and glorify things that the drugs could have, would have, or tried to do. That I ain't gonna do. And I don't want nobody up here or in here trying to glorify or making type an excuse of what the drug did. Now I understand it's a disease, I do, but at this point, I'm a firm believer as eliminate if we eliminate some of the way we say things, some of the wording and the wordplay of things, we could potentially change the way we think. So let's say, for instance, like, you know, just surrender. Um, I have a real bad problem with the word surrender. It feels like I'm quitting, like I'm giving up. I'm waving the white flag. Now, I understand the the concept, but the use of it never. I can't say that I'm surrendering to anybody except Allah, God, Subhanahu wa Taala. You know what I mean? May peace be upon him. Uh, so me giving up, surrendering to the drug or surrendering over for the drug. Uh, Now I'm giving it up. You know, you see, it sounds different. I'm giving it up. I'm going to try not to, or I'm not going to, versus surrendering. Um, just gonna not do it no more. I did enough surrendering. Did enough surrendering. Uh, when I did my surrendering to God, and I'm fine with that. You know, so I don't need to surrender anything. So sometimes it's just as small as things like that, especially for me. So I hear stuff like willingness, and I know exactly, and how's that fit with me is I'm willing, my willingness to help people in bad times, in bad situations, still sick and suffering. I've been through all types of channels, and not to say that I'm better than anybody. I have a I have an outlook on things. Is it right? Is it wrong? I mean, is there a right or wrong outlook if it's a positive or if it's in the direction of being positive? I mean, if I took the stuff that I know now, I mean, all right, just the willingness in me to back then, uh, I don't know. I think it would be different, a little bit different. I think I would be ahead. Would I be into drugs? Can't say, but if the willingness was there for me to do the other things in my life that I was so blessed to be a part of, I mean, yeah, things probably would have. Yeah, I could say things would have been a difference. tolerance, like I said before. I think I know I need tolerance. I know I need to be more tolerant with people. Um, I'm not a Yeah, I just think I need to be more tolerant. And please, again, forgive me. I mean, I'm trying to break the ice, sort of say. So, just going to keep going and just keep talking. But again, I get so mad, and okay, here's another thing. I guess today, just to get everything out, you know what I mean? Because I could go, I'll be starting to ramble and stuff, and that's probably what it might sound like. So I'm going to just go and go from different parts. But I'm going to go back to this other part about, you know, I hear my cousin saying this all the time. And this right here, where he says, the ones you love not going to be the ones that support you in your time, you know. And again, I mean, I understand what he said. I mean, I see it firsthand. Uh, but the damn. So what happens with you? So what do you do with the people that you love when you make it? Weird to me. I mean, I don't know. It just feels weird to me that the ones that I loved is not going to help me get to where I want to be. And then, I mean, are they? Do I love them or do they love me? I had to get on somebody the other day, and you know, it's just as easy as pushing a button. You know, and the reason why I say it's just as easy as pushing a button because when me and this individual we were going back and forth, it was like all it is to push a button. That's what the other half said to me. The other part of the conversation part said to me, and I was like, funny you say that. You know what I mean? Funny you say that because I was just thinking the same thing. You know, pushing that like button and that share button and that repost button is it's just as simple. You know, it's just as simple. I really don't think that you would have to do much more support. I mean, we're not at. I mean, who else is asking for any more support? I didn't call you and ask you for no money. No, I ain't do that. You know what I mean? I ain't call you and ask you for a ride or a place to stay. You know what I mean? What I asked you to do is push a button. Because I'm pretty sure you're going to push Jay-Z button, maybe Meek Mills. I know y'all used to push Diddy button. You know what I mean? The button for Diddy. Nicki Minaj. And whoever else, Joe Schmo that be coming up and saying what you think is trending or funny. You know, I, I hold receipts. You know, I hold receipts. I tell you a bit about me. When I was young, I used to give all my shit away. You know, so all my friends, I let them know, yo, I make it. We all make it. I might have to change that because if I make it and I didn't see no contribute to the expansion that you need to make it, then take it even better than this. Like I'd be like, damn, because you see me by myself, and I'm like, just come on, talk to me. Just talk to me. I like to talk. Just come and talk to me for a couple hours or an hour. You know, out your day. Man, I've heard types of excuses. I might be doing some illegal activity. Yeah, I got that one. Uh, I'm at this doing some and then I get, you know, I ain't even an addict. Why I gotta be on it? I don't like my voice. I could go on with more or less, and then I asked for some, you know, I would like some criticism, some kickback, or whatever, and I can't, and I can't really like show you a demonstration of what I'm talking about, when the type of help that I'm asking for when you know about being on this podcast with me. Again, I'm paying for everything else. All I'm asking for you to do is just get on. Hey, you don't even have to put your face on if you don't want your face on, but I want people to see. I came a long way. I went the wrong way for a long, long motherfucking time, and for me to turn back around, start coming back the other way, I ain't that bad. And I mean, I was always going the wrong way, but man, when I went or going the wrong way and I made the wrong fucking turn, started getting into that hardcore fucking drug. We ain't in Albuquerque no more, nigga. And that's exactly how I felt. And friend told me, he said, "Yo, you're a dope head without even doing dope." I mean, I went straight in. Bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. But it was bad. And, I smoked weed growing up. Did some coke. I mean, I definitely did coke right before we got locked, right before I got locked up and did the 4 years. I mean, and I was coke, weed, and shrooms. And we were fucking 9 months. Crazy party. And then after the 9 months, it was over. I did 4 years, got out. I actually got it, did 2.5, came home, got married to my third kid's mom, which was a total clusterfuck. And I don't even know why I did it. I really did it because my baby mom at 3, she, I had got locked up, and every time she kept getting into trouble, I kept going back to help. You know what I mean? Like as much as I could, no matter who I was with, what type of situation I was in, I would always go back when she used to call and ask me for help. Well, I had got married. Reason why I had got married is because, shit, you know, right before then, she had started messing with this dude while I'm in the jail, and then write me a letter and talk about, hey, I just want you to know we all hate your guts, and we wish you would die. And that was a note from her, and she was supposed to meet in my 3 boys, my first 3 kids, Paul, Parrish, and Keon, even in that order. So I kind of was mad because I was locked up, and then at this time everybody was gone. I didn't really have state, so it was kind of rough drawing. And then my second kid, mine, came back around, woo 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 woo, out, and so I mean, didn't really help me out, but just gave me somebody to talk to and shit while I was in there on my last on my last job. Um, but now I remember, so I ended up going back. So I was in the rehab for 2.5 years. So back when I got Bucks County, in Bucks County, they were doing these county life sentences, and county life was up to 5 years. Well, I had only had 4 years, so I got to the I got sent to the rehab. With my co-defendant, we all went to the rehab, and I mean, I was there for 23 months. 23 months in the rehab. Going back and forth to work and everything. Just about to go get home. Try to get the green sheet and go home. And my baby mom, first baby mom, rest in peace, to drugs. And again, so rest in peace. But she had said, "Oh, listen, me and this chick Angie, we want to, woo woo." You want to do what? Yeah. So I was like, all right, bet. So I had a phone. I had a little phone in the rehab, and you can't have a phone, but I had the joint tucked in my boot, and I'd bring it in. Guess somebody seen me on the board, somebody hated me, hated on me or something, and told that I had the phone. So I'm about to go out, go to work. You know what I mean? But I'm getting a furlough this week, and they also have furloughs. You could go home every once a month. You know what I mean? For the weekend, and you know what I mean? Friday, Saturday, come back Sunday night. So, so I'm like, I'm finna leave, finna go to work and shit, like a normal routine. This nigga named Scotty. He he come to the joint. He like, yo, Mr. Foster, come on, come with me. And he looked kind of mean. Normally he like real jokey with me, but he kind of was serious with me because I broke the law, and whatever. I broke code. So he's like, yo, waiting here. He's like, yo, you want to get that joint to me? I'm like, yo, man, what the fuck you talking about? He's like, do I gotta search you? I'm like, man, I ain't gonna. I gave him the phone. He don't lock the door to the room. Some nigga, he ain't do. Some nigga from court come in. He about to go to court, so he come in. The other dude don't know why I'm in there. They leave. They both the guards go. I boop, slide the door open. I shut the door. Boom! I take off on him. So I run. I get away. Needless to say, it got down to the point where they was like, "Yo, tell your people to turn themselves in," and you know what I mean. We just getting for deviation. Which means, I just deviated off it. I didn't, you know what it is. So, yeah, no, I got back there. They charged me up with escape. You know what I'm saying? Which was a felony. So I had an escape with a Fed bid. Lord judge was like, you know what? Yeah, I don't want you to do no time here. I want you to go upstate and kick me upstate. So I ended up going upstate for 2.5 years. The rest of the 2.5 years, and then no, I'm lying again. So that's when my baby mom wrote that note. And hopefully everybody hates you. She wrote it right in between there, that John. Because then my baby mom came around. My second baby mom came around with the fourth kid, and started coming to see me and shit. So at the time I was feeling it. You know what I mean? Wasn't nobody really helping me out, but she started helping me out and shit. So I was feeling this shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I got home, I came home. I didn't even do the whole 2.5. I came home like a year later and went to a halfway house. And in the halfway house, we got married. I ended up getting a job at LA Fitness, and that's when I started getting my buff on. But, that was that. You know what I mean? So, I don't even know where that was going, but yeah, I don't even know where that was going. But yeah, that's kind of like where I was at, and like, you know what I mean? So, okay, so I was trying to tell you, like, the little journey. So, after that, the little bit of coke incident and whatever, you know what I mean? I think for like almost 9 years. Yeah, almost 9 years. 9 years, you know, I would talk every now and then to one of my homies, Sean, the dude Sean. I would talk to him every now and then, but not really. I know he still had interaction with my first baby mom before she had passed away. You know what I'm saying? I know that them two still had interaction. Now she didn't pass away in the time that they were hanging out, so we're not gonna do that. But from the time they was hanging out, so she was still getting high or whatever with him and their people. But I didn't really know that. I didn't really know that much of what was going on. I didn't really know that much of what was going on over there. You know what I mean? Because I was in the gym all the time. I had a job at the gym, and I also was working as a bouncer at Club Van Gogh in Walnut in Center City. So I didn't I didn't I didn't I didn't really know what was going on. I know they was in the fuckery, but I didn't know the fuckery was to the where that my baby mom was in the fuckery with him. You know, so it kind of like threw me off a little bit. Um, but one day I was in the gym and got a call from Nick. I think it was like, I think. Okay, so before then I went back. I went back for a DUI. I got pulled over for a DUI at a bar, tricking on my baby mom, tricking on my wife. I remember I just got married and out being a little whore, trying to be a little whore that was, and you know, I ended up getting a DUI. You know, karma's a motherfucker. I ended up getting a DUI. My wife ended up filing for divorce, and she left. So that was that part. So, so 9 years. So we're not even going to take that part. Not the part where I was drinking and I got the DUI. So after that part. So 2009, from 2009 to 2018, I was good. I mean, I really wasn't doing too much when I got out. You know what I mean? No, right? No, right? I was still at the gym. No. I wasn't. Now, when I got out after the joint, I wasn't at the gym. Now, my kids was gone. My kids was taken from their mom. The mom was real bad, and rest her soul again. She was real bad, and so my second baby mom ended up coming back into the picture. I ended up calling her and was like, "Yo, can you get my dad Joe my number? You know, I'm about to get out," and they had made some fucking mistake, talked about I had 3 years flat, and I didn't, whatever the case may be. So they were trying to keep me, and when my number was over, they were going to turn my number over to a new number, and I'm like, okay. So I had my dad and shit, step pops, but that's my dad, rest in peace to him too. Uh, so I had them do some work, and they ended up getting me out. She ended up coming to get me though, at the train station on Filbert Street in Center City. She came and got me, but she had told me from the door that my kids was the DHS had came and got my kids. She had my baby mom had put them on a bus, sent them to my mom, and my mom somehow, instead of trying to take responsibility for them, because she didn't want to do that because she had some vouchers and some whatever case vouchers and shit. She didn't want to mess them up because she had to. They ain't gonna get there. That wasn't her responsibility. It still was my responsibility. But at the end of the day, so they came and got the kids from my mom, which my mom had supposed to call them. Anyway, neither here nor there. I came home maybe 6 months after I came home. I was in my own little crib. I had to be grown. I had to do some flimmy flam stuff. You know how the Christians be. You know, sorry to come at them, but at the end of the day, I had to be a Christian to get some home. I didn't. I really. I was Muslim, but I didn't. I didn't know how. You know what I mean? I didn't. Problems. I went to my grandma. I went to my grandma with the problem. With my grandma, step grandma. My grandma was like, when's the last time you been to church? I said, I'm ready to go today, baby. I need a place for my kids. I ain't gonna hold you. I said, hey, I go today. So I started going to church. I even had to get the little dunk in the little bull. Have my fingers crossed, but I had to do what I had to do. I mean, I believed in God, but I had to do what I had to do. So, needless to say, they gave me the place, whatever. And when the kids came home, I would still go to church every once in a while. But then, I didn't really have a car. So I was taking the bus from North Philly all the way to West Philly, and then people know that. Little Heavenly Hall joint, you know what I mean? That shit in the tuck out there, 52nd, you know what I mean? 52nd or some shit, you know what I mean? I lived in motherfucking Haynes and Stetton. You know what I mean? So that shit was a little, like two, three little transfers and shit with with 4 people, everybody charged just started coming out. God ain't helping me get there. You ain't helping me. Christ ain't helping me get there. I gotta get there myself. And then it was like, oh, you don't gotta pay nothing. Be cool. You know what I mean? Get yourself together. Be cool. Stack up. So I'm like, cool. So then I just started taking off, working. You know what I mean? So I started working. I started being a bouncer at the Van Gogh joint. It's just me and my boys. I think my oldest son was like 12 or 11 at the time, somewhere around there. I got the second job because I needed the second job. You trying to tell me stack, but I'm trying, motherfucker, make sure the kids got, you know what I mean? Like that. I'm new to the whole parenting myself joint. You know what I mean? Like I'm top dog. Like I'm the one bathing, cleaning, cooking, working, you know what I mean? Like buying the groceries, buying the clothes, buying the sneakers, I ended up coming at in less than 6 months, you know what I mean? Like, because Paul came back before 6 months, so less than 6 months, this is who I became. Now, I still wasn't, so I stopped going. We stopped going. And like, you gotta pay, of course. So FBI's come and then, they got something with my baby mom, So when I asked my boys, I say, hey, thought it would be beneficial, you make sure the boys go to school. That ain't it. That wasn't it. Needless to say, quick story. They got taken again. I had went to Jersey to try to get employment over there because I was already fucking shit up over here and still sober, and I was already fucking shit up over here from, just being, just being, just being solo. I mean, I was just fucking shit up. You know what I mean? I wasn't fucking shit up. They was fucking shit up. So it was like every time I would go to work, some bullshit would happen. So it was like, damn, you know what I mean? So I was working at the Van Gogh. I come home at 4 o'clock in the morning, a little girl at my door, like 14 years old at my door, knocking on my door. It's like, hey, excuse me. It's like 3, 4 in the morning. Yeah, school night. She like, I'm like, shit, what you doing? Like, you kind of early to be coming to get my boy for school. And then they like, no, I don't got no place to. You still don't got no place to stay. You know what I mean? Like, you still don't got no place to stay. She's like, I don't. What? I mean, there are other people down there. I said, other people down where? He's like, other people down there. I go downstairs. That shit, they got like wooden. They got like wooden, like bunks, dog poop on the floor. Like they just all shimmy shacking in these like little bunks they made. Like, yo, girls say, hey, y'all y'all ain't gotta go home. You know the words. Y'all ain't them like, we ain't gonna do this. This right here ain't gonna be doing it. We not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So and then I come home from doing a 13-mile bike ride. I walk in my house. I got the CIA agents in my house with CIA on their thing, walking out with all the electronics and stuff. And I'm like, yo, what the? I closed the door at first. I was like, yeah, what the fuck is going on? I open back up the door. He's like, yo, come on in, Mr. Foster. I'm like, dang. I was like, damn, what the fuck I do? I ain't really know. I was like, I ain't really up this high. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, we. It's like, well, somebody was threatening the president, and the president at the time was Obama. threatening the president and the other police things around the thing, and you gotta make sure that this is not Al Qaeda. We thought it was you because the name was Paul Foster, but it wasn't. It was. And there go my 16-year-old son. Now he's 16 now. There go my 16-year-old son in the motherfucking corner, in the motherfucking corner and shit, in the motherfucking corner and shit like this and shit like. Yeah. So he had made this game though. He had made this game, and then he had some couple friends play the game. Yeah, but them niggas was the real deal. You know what I mean? Like, they was niggas trying to get over here and get at Obama, and they tried to use my son to do the shit. Yeah, no bullshit. Yeah. That shit really happened. So, needless to say, we never got the equipment back. I didn't think we were, but, you know. But anyway, so I ended up quitting my job, you know, but my kids was getting a couple dollars. So, I mean, it was enough to pay the bills. At least, you know, I'm getting me a couple bags of that dank, you know what I mean? But that's it. And then, my baby mom ended up, so and my mother was with me too at the time. Holy shit. And my mother. Now, this was after she called DHS and nobody else. Yeah, my mother was with me. So, yeah. So I ended up getting fed up with just sitting around and then letting everything go. I was like, listen, I'm about to move to Jersey. So I moved to Jersey. I'm out. This is between 2009, you know what I mean? Like 2012. And then from 2012 to about 2013, I ended up meeting my daughter's mom, Paula. Around. I still was clean. I started driving trucks. I had got my truck driver license, and you know, I was driving. I was smoking weed and shit. I had my own truck. You know what I mean? So I was smoking weed, but you know, doing my own shit. I'm making good money. I wanted. I was like, damn. You know what I mean? If I get this money now, you know what I'm saying, I'll be good. So remember, I just smoking weed up until from 2009, you know, off and on smoking weed. So I'm like, damn, I remember Coke would keep me up all night. So I was like, yo, I called Sean. Figure, I don't know what he up to. I'm like, yo, what you up to before? He was like, yeah, you know. Yeah, so I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, yo, give me some Coke. I need some Coke to stay awake. He's like, yeah, that's old time now, you know. Got this other shit. So he gave me the little rundown. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. I did that first joint. Snorted it. Snorted it for like 4 or 5 months. Then you know what I did? I ain't even go to the smoke. I can't even stand the smoking, but but they were doing it then. They were doing it, you know, and shooting up. And I tried to say that fast as it. They were shooting up, and they kept trying to say how the feel was different and everything. So, but I didn't start it like that. I didn't start it until after me and my mom broke up. So my daughter's mom ended up finding a straw. That's the first time she called me. She ended up finding a straw in the bed next to my daughter's clothes. Let me tell you something. You're gonna hear a lot of shit, but you know, making best decisions back then. Yeah, I ain't decisions now, but they were at least a little bit better than what the fuck they are now. I tell you that goddamn much. So, um, yeah. So I lied a little bit. Say, yo, you know, it's only Coke and no, I think I said meth. Right? That's why I think I forgot. I said, yeah, I only taste meth. I ain't taste it. Hey, she let it go for a little bit. Then situation happened. I lied about the situation instead of telling the truth about the situation. things started changing between our relationship, and I started doing crazy shit like taking one of her shoes, taking her earring, dumb shit, dumb shit. Shot the house up with a fucking BB gun, dumb shit, just dumb shit. This was all, I ain't gonna say, I am not gonna say it was because I was high, but, I was high at the time. And sad to say, all I had to do was stop doing drugs. That's all. It felt so good. The drug felt so good, and I was into so much other shit from the drug. Like, I didn't want to leave that right away. In parallel, if you know what I mean. I don't know. The drug is not an addictive drug. Meth is not an addictive drug. And this was even before the dipper came into play. You know what I mean? Like, the meth just had a hold of me only because of the fact, like, it wasn't to where I couldn't stop doing it. It was I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to. At the time, I felt so shitty about myself. You know what I mean? Like, and then shit was happening, and I kept putting the blame on everybody else. Like, and it by that time that I figured out who was at fault. It was it was too late, you know. But because by that time I had already lost almost everything. You know what I mean? Seriously, keeping honest with you, I mean, even down to my license, I had already had got rid of one truck. You know, my grandpop had passed in the middle of that. You know, passing before that, and in the process of my grandpa passing, my grandma passed. That was a bad joint. That was going down. My grandpa passed, and then my cousin David just, stopped fucking with me. I mean, with good reason. You know what I mean? I was, yeah, with good reason. You know, not really, but I mean, everybody has their own thing. You know what I mean? Got a shirt that says Jesus forgave. So before you think about holding the grudge, just remember Jesus, and that's just if you're Christian. And I mean, we probably heard in previous podcasts, if you've been listening, what I really, me and Jesus be going through right now, on a more serious note. So, yeah, I mean, that's that's basically where the drug started. So, I mean, this was at 40. I clearly remember because my daughter's mom said, "You're a 40-year-old piece of shit," and I'm like, offended. I was fucking offended. I was really offended. I was really offended that she said that. Like I said, about time I realized to blame and and could I stop this onslaught from happening? By then, like I said, it was too late. Fucking I was already in jail by then, you know. So I was already in jail for like what, first time, second, maybe the second time. Yeah, I have been back to jail. I've been back to jail since then. 3 years, maybe 2.5 years, 2 years, maybe almost close to 3 years. So out of me and my new, uh, I probably been locked up 2 years, 2.5 years out of the 3 years. I mean, but we were all in touch, you know what I mean? She stuck it out. She definitely did. You know what I mean? But she's on my shit list too right now, especially with the podcast thing. She's one of them. I didn't get into the discussion about that yet with the. So, I mean, and the drugs was probably what, 3 years. Probably was on the drug about 4 years. Three to four. 3 to 4 years. real fast. Pop. I got clean for 3 years after that, and so last year, somewhere around no, well, February. In February of 2025, I relapsed. So February 2025, I relapsed, and fast. I went from clean to junkie and like that. That shit was fast. Uh, yeah, about what that shit lasted about 6, 7, maybe 8 months. And it hit me so hard, bro. I thought I was going crazy. I checked myself in. I checked myself in. They found out I was on drugs, and they kicked me out to a rehab. Let's save that part for another time, because I'm still with them. It was just last year fresh. Uh, them for like 3 months. I stopped, started working again, and then did something crazy that was out of character, kind of like not out of character, it was in character, but to me that was like a shock to me. Like, hey, go back, and I ended up going back. Uh, Plus, I still got this court looming over my head, this DUI that I ended up getting into in the 9 month span of me relapsing. Yeah, I mean, I did 45 minutes. I mean, I think the first half was jibber jabber, but still, I guess I was just leading up to where I'm at now and the disgust that I have with people. So, to me, I don't think that being having a recovery based podcast, you need to be in recovery to be a part of the podcast. So I just don't think you thinking ahead, you know what I mean? Questioner, the eye, the ear for the, the people that don't know. I got a couple sayings sometimes that I say, you know what I mean? You know, I'd rather know than ask how to know. You know what I mean? Or get told to know. Better to know where you're going than get shot than to find out where you're going. It's the same way with, a lot of things. So I got this another little sick thing said, God said let it be. So be. You know what I mean? I think anybody can do anything that they choose to, they want to do. They just put themselves, and I guess that was the thing where he kept saying, if you read the Bible, it says, when he said, let there be light, let there be. Let there be this, let there be that, let there be this. Well, let there be, so be. Pretty sure he said, let us be able to do whatever the hell we right, so be. I don't know, I say that to be less human, to be more being. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble going. But, yeah, I know Stephanie will come and do the podcast again with me again, but it's just a time barrier. So like right now, like I said, this was just a test run for me. In 50 minutes is, I probably got some good little clips or whatever. Really wasn't funny, but I definitely appreciate you for coming and joining me. Definitely, Um, I'm gonna try to do it a couple days a week, maybe not. I don't know. Social media sites, Saints and their sobriety, Shocky 420 or 40. Yeah, don't put the 20. Don't put the zero on there. Take the zero out and put the O in there. You know what I mean? Because I had to take the drugs out. Gotta get rid of that smack. Don't do it. Get out of here. That goddamn smack is bad for you. Again, let me tell you something. You got JB, baby. In case you don't know, that's Jalen Brown. Number 7. I got a jersey hot on the press. I can't wait to put it in the background on you hoe ass niggas. New York, we coming for you, boy. And I'm only saying that because I ain't like the way y'all did San Fran, especially your goddamn fans. Can't wait till y'all come to. Ooh, I'm going to a lot of games, boy. Going to a lot of games, boy. Wish you would put your fucking hands on me. Fucking that. I'm gonna stop playing. I don't want you niggas to try to jump me or something. I did pretty good though, you know. At first I was getting kind of shaky in the beginning, I know that, you know. I had some things on my mind, like how I really wanted to say it. And then, you know, once I got in front of the camera, it was like, the best conversations with myself sometimes. So, but I will tell you this: if I make it, and I didn't get help from any, don't think you coming. Dead ass. Don't think you coming. No, I'm a Captain Save-A-Ho in many aspects because I love people. And let me tell you something. I will be damned if I talk to you on the phone or if I'm around you every day or me and you consider yourselves friends or something of love. L-O-V-E, not that D-I-D-D-Y. If listen, let me tell you something. You already know. I ain't even playing that shit. So Andre, I don't even know if you got niggas in your camp that ain't supporting you. But if you do, nigga, I think you need to get rid of them niggas. Shit, if your wife ain't on board, I'm about to get rid of mine. Straight up. If she don't fucking hop on board, I fucking cancel this bitch. Straight up, I'm not playing with anybody. You know what I mean? You know, fuck that. God damn it. I'm the captain of this boat anyway. Crazy. And then, you know, it's like, damn, I just want people to do better, and you still don't want to do fucking better. Yeah, I'm talking about this nigga showing right now. Nigga, you is waiting for a fucking bitch to save you. That's what the fuck you was doing. That's what the fuck you just said to me. Cause this hoe didn't come in your motherfucking life, back in your life, you giving up. That's some bitch shit, nigga. I ain't even gonna hold you. That's some bitch shit. Crazy as hell, nigga. She ain't even American, bro. I love you, Laya. Sorry. I think I called you like a bitch in that, but you know what I mean. So you already know. Fuck that! Nigga, get your fucking self together, nigga. And then you gonna tell me that, oh, I might not be around because I might be doing some legal activity. Nigga! You lucky I didn't. Nigga, don't play with me. Nigga, don't play with me. I can't want more or want better for you than you want better for yourself, nigga. Keep going on this white privilege shit. I think that's what the fuck that is. Cause guess what? Again, you about to escape some shit that maybe you should have sat the fuck down for. But hey, I'm just letting you know. Yeah, yeah, I'm not tight at you right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not tight at you. You know what I'm saying? And I can deal with a lot of things like you not, cause you tired or in a bad mood or you got a headache. But to hang out with your fucking junky ass friends, excuse my language, I mean that in the best of ways. I don't really mean that in the wrong way because that's just what you are right now. Sorry, I call it what it is. I'm not here to sugarcoat shit. That's not what I am. That's not what I'm doing. It's not what this is about. Call a spade a spade. So I'm not gonna take back step to your flunkies. And I'm definitely not gonna take back step to Justin. You gotta be out your fucking mind if I do that, nigga. I fucking roundhouse the shit out you for that if you do that shit to me again. You know what I mean? And then that fucking barbecue, nigga. Them niggas get high, nigga. Nigga, you get high and then you get in the car with me and you go hang out with me if that's how I gotta be. You don't motherfucker. Nigga, if I'm asking you to come hang out with me and you rather hang out with them fucking junkies, nigga. You just making me mad right now, and you lucky that I only got a couple more minutes, boy, because I'm going to let you have it, boy. For real. That's why I ain't even call you little monkey ass lately. And I'm figuring out how to try to do this shit myself, because, nigga, you make a nigga want to give it black eyes out. You know what I'm saying? For real. 2 joints like raccoon joints. You know what I'm saying? Them heavy duty joints. You know what I mean? Have you looking like Martin when Tommy Hearns not tap that nigga the fuck up. You feel me? I got my wife with I tell her every day, and there's no bullshit. I definitely want to punch her in her fucking shit every day. But I'm a gentleman, so I don't do it. Anyway, it's about that time. I almost did a whole hour, y'all. It's like some rambling shit. It don't matter. That shit was a motherfucking hour. Let me give my motherfucking self a hand clap for that shit. Flip side. Oh, I gotta get you the word of the day too. As soon as she try to get that shit for me. But the flip side of things, let me hit you with the. Definitely, this is right here. Holy shit, I just did an hour by myself. So that's a beautiful thing. And the bad part about it is the fact that I had to do it by myself. There's the other side of it. I be hitting y'all with double-edged swords like a motherfucker. Because that's who the fuck I gotta deal with a double-edged sword with the people I deal with. You know how they say, who needs enemies when you got family and friends like these niggas? I'm on that boat. My motherfucking sword is sharpened, real motherfucking tight, nigga. I got a couple motherfucking bangers in my motherfucking sock too, just in case I gotta use them shits too, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Some jailhouse joints. Yeah, I ain't gonna show you them. But yeah, alright, watch tomorrow. Next time I'm gonna show you my little joint. I got pull them shits out, fucking stab shit out. Anyway. Off that. So that's the flip side of things. If you give it, you got it. And this is what I'm going to say. Like I said before, God said, let it be. So be, man. Stop making it harder out than what the fuck it got to be. At least that's how I had to do that. Just let it be, my nigga. If it was meant to happen, it's going to fucking happen, my dude. Or my bitches. Or my nigglets. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's gonna happen. All my little young turds and all my little young whips that here it goes. Word of the day. Of course, I ain't gonna be able to. Serendipity. That's the word. Serendipity. Who the fuck saying that to anybody? Serendipity. That's a serendipity. That's not the word. Stop it. That's the word. Serendipity. Pity. Serendipity. What is it? Serendipity. 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 Sound like some German man or some French. Serendipity. Hey, matey. That's what it sounds like a little. I make it sound like anybody fucking for real. Serpendipity. Crazy as shit. Definition: the occurrence of finding valuable or agreeable things by chance, luck, or unexpected good fortune. Yeah, yeah. Just to be able to say the name. Serpentipity. Serendipity. Serendipity. I think it's serendipity. Huh? What? Seren. There is a seren in there.
Look at the pronunciation.
Seren. I'm looking at it. Serendipity.
Yeah.
You were saying serendipity. Serendipity. Yeah, serendipity. Yep, serendipity. That's the thing. The origin story. I mean, hold on. Why not? Who the fuck is going to really say serendipity? Anyway, so let's just hear the origin of the story first. The word was coined in 1754 by an English author named Horace Walpole. He adapted it from a Persian fairy tale called The Three Principles of Serendip. In the story, the prince was always making discoveries by accident in Saga City. Grootedness of things they were not in quest of. Serendip is an old name for Sir Lake. Sir Laken. I don't fucking know. Anyway, so it originated in 1754. I would say, yeah, I got that. I got them talking like that back in the day. Serendipity. With a cup of fucking tea in their hand, some Boston, what are them Frenchmen with the tea and shit? Serendipity. Yeah. What did they say he was? A Frenchman? An Englishman. With the tea. I told you. It sounds like some shit they would say. Serendipity. With their little joint up, sipping a cup. Anyway. Some love. Till then, you already know. Hey, own your past, change your future. Because we don't want to have a good time. Hey, kids, say no to drugs. No. Just say no. You already know I got to put my joint on. So I find something better. So just bop. So then, thank you again. Hour and 4 minutes. Get out of clap. Love you niggas and nigglets. Little turds. Big turds. Love you. I got sunshine all on the top. When it's cold outside. Again, peace.